Looking back on my journey, I just like to say that I think it's a very long one. So you need once you get into it, like be mentally prepared to have the grit and perseverance to just keep going. Some of the tips I would say is one thing which I really made sure I do is so I had a flow chart. I'm a very visually charged person.
Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new episode of GIBS. Today we have Ashi with us. She's from IIM Shillong. And we're gonna talk about her journey, how she prepared for CAT, what are the challenges that she faced, and what are the strategies that she applied and tackled with those challenges. So I welcome you, Ashi, in this video of GIBS. And please tell us about yourself and a little bit of your educational background and family background as well.
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Ashi Jain. I've been born in Indore, Madhya Pradesh, and brought up in Delhi. I completed my BTech in the year 2020. I have a formal work experience of 2.5 years as an AWS cloud developer at Tata Consultancy Services, after which I'm currently pursuing my MBA from IIM Shillong. My educational background is 887, and yeah,
Yes.
and
And
yeah, CAT
please
percentile
tell
is
us,
7.2.
yes. And please tell us about what motivated you to pursue CAT because you have a huge work ethic. So why do you wanted to leave that well settled TCS job and then prepare for CAT?
Actually, you know what, Anand? During my schooling, I pursued science. During my undergraduation, I did my BTech. I had an AWS cloud developer job, which is very technical, right? So
Yeah.
I believe I was very good at my job, but I was never really satisfied. I was more interested in the managerial aspect of my job, and I just thought this is the perfect opportunity. I have good work experience. Let's go for it. Let's do an MBA.
Yeah, actually, I mean, 2 years of work ethics. If you have 2 years of work ethics and you get to know that okay, these are the things that are the technical part. Now I have learned the 4 years of whatever the 4 years of technical part that you have learned. Now you have utilized it. Then you feel like okay, now it's a good chance, good next step actually. And
Also,
2 years
I
of work
think
experience.
you should reflect on what you're currently doing. Do you want to keep building on that and do it for the rest of your life for coming 10 years? And I did not want to do that. I could not picture myself doing that. And I thought MBA was the best path for me.
That's a great answer actually. And tell us about when did you started your preparation?
So I started my preparation in the year 2022, April somewhere. I decided to give my CAT. So by April, I just thought of it, but by May, I fully focused and started my prep. May 2022.
So then tell us about what are the challenges that you faced, and you can also talk about the challenges related to subjects of CAT, and you can also talk about the challenges related to working professional and preparing for CAT.
So, in terms of challenges, I think CAT, you feel you're starting from May, but the entire journey for CAT is a 1 year journey. You finally get into a B school in June. Once you give CAT, you have your interviews. It's a very long process, like full 1 year.
Yes,
And also, as a working individual, you just really need to be really disciplined in terms of working and then giving a dedicated amount of time to your studies as well. And the benefit is if you start early, your workload is reduced and you don't really get work.
yes, yes. Actually, I mean, if you have a healthy amount of time, then you can actually divide your syllabus in entire length, and it will be easier. Actually, that's good. And on the part, since you have a job experience of 2 plus years, so tell us about is it better to leave a job or prepare with the job?
I feel to each its own. I just feel TCS as a company was a big boon for me because it provides a really good work-life balance. So I did not have to log in till 9 p.m. and then study after. I had a good life balance. I had sufficient amount of time to prepare for my studies as well, and of course you have the weekends. But I just think one thing, if you leave a job, no, completely your choice, but I just think then you need to have a really strong mindset because it adds an added pressure that oh my god, I've left my job, now I really need to crack it this year. So
Yes,
make
yes,
sure if it's possible, try to balance both the things. But if not, I had a friend, I had a study buddy who I was preparing for CAT with. Also very important to have an accountability partner, he left his job to give cat, and it worked out great for him. So to each its own.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, if you can, then you should. I mean, continue with it. And if you want to leave a job and prepare with without without tension of the job,
Yeah.
so you can go with it. So it
My
works for
primary
everyone. But
advice would be to try to continue your preparation with the job, as it just gives you a cushion to fall back on in case you don't or are not satisfied.
yes, yes. Because when you have a job, you have that safety net with you. Like
Yeah.
even if I fall from this height, there is something that I will not fall on the ground. So there is safety net. That's good actually of having a job, preparing with the job. And tell us about what study material that you refer, and if you have taken help from any coaching institutes, you can you feel free to take the name of the coaching institute as well.
I didn't really take coaching, but I took Career Launchers test series. So the test series had coaching material as well as a little coaching material as well as all the mock tests. So again, I had my friend with me, so he had a time test series. So combined, we had two series, Career Launcher and time. So you can mix and match and get the help for
Yes,
it.
yes. Actually, I mean, if you have two different coaching institute test series, then you have covered a wide range of questionnaire,
Yeah,
and that will help you prepare for your entire uh, it will feel like you are preparing with everyone that is going to be there as a competitor to you. So that's good. That's a great advice. If you have if it is possible, take two different coaching institute. You will cover most of the students, most of the concepts, and most
and
of the difficulty level as well. Yeah.
100%.
And now with that study material, you cracked your kite, and you got this. You got a good percentile, and then there is a pressure. Then the pressure, actual pressure came, like how to prepare for interview, from where do I expect the call, and if I got the call from this I am, so how to prepare for this. So tell us about your journey, how you prepare for interview, and do share with us your IIM Shillong interview as well.
Sure. It might be a little controversial, but I think you really do not need any coaching at all to prepare for your interviews. You just really
Okay.
need to be thorough on your general knowledge. That is very important.
Yeah.
Be very aware of the topical situations. For example, during my time, the Ukraine war was in boom, things like that. So
Yeah.
be very aware of the topical things that are currently happening. Try to read the newspaper every day or get an app on your phone. Just keep going through it throughout the
Yeah.
day. Also, there are a couple of YouTube channels which just give you daily dose of news in like 10 minutes. Those are really
Yeah.
helpful. Just get your GK in check, cities, capitals, the basic stuff, and you're honestly good to go. More importantly, try to focus on the HR questions. Interviews really focus on that. Tell me about yourself, like puzzles. What was your journey like? What are your expectations? All of that. And most importantly, just be confident, smile, and you're set. You've got it.
Yes, actually, I mean, smile is a big part of entire interview. And you are gonna start your interview. If you are gonna start your interview with a smile, and you see that okay, the person in front of you is also smiling, and is that barrier that you feel with each other that really breaks away at that point of time. Then you feel like okay, now I'm comfortable. Now I'm feel free to talk with me. Whatever you want to ask me, you can ask me. So if you are smiling, and make sure to practice that smile, so that's very much important, because many a time you over smile. So at that point of time you should know that okay, what amount of smile when to deliver it and how to get the result out of it. That's very much important. Yes.
It's important to know that they do not expect you to know everything. They really
Yes.
don't. They just want to see how you, if you don't know an answer, what would you do, and how will you tackle the situation, and how confident you are.
Yes, actually, I mean, actually you are going to be school to learn about business, and you are not an expert on business. If they ask anything related to business side of it, feel free to ask to them, like, can I make an educated guess? I don't know the answer. Can I suggest what I'm thinking about this thing? So always ask about it. Don't just go there and invent, try to invent new things over there. So have a thorough understanding of it and then go into your interview. That's good. And now you cracked your interview, and now you are in IIM Shillong. Congratulations to you for that. And now we are going to discuss about your experience of IIM Shillong. Now that was the earlier IIM Shillong. Now in IIM Shillong, divide your experience into two parts: the first 4 months and the next 5 months, because there is difference in experience.
Okay. So I am Shillong. So Shillong as a place, is a little unknown to us. So the colleges that I had in mind, they were Mumbai, Delhi. Okay, so Shillong is a little unknown territory. So I was a little apprehensive when going there. It was a new experience. Also, I've been in Delhi my entire life, so that was a completely new experience in itself. So I was a little scared at first, but I think it's an amazing, amazing institute, and it is so beautiful. That is just a cherry on top. So the first 4 months, I think I'm really grateful. So we have a program which is called the TFM, the Footsteps module, where our seniors, just get us in touch with everything that is going on. So you have remedial classes for people who don't have a commerce background. They get you in touch with eco, accounts, everything for your first day when the college starts. All of that, they get you like professionally trained, your email skills, PPT, Excel, everything. So they just get you in the groove. All the committees are introduced, all of that stuff. So that's the TFM. And then we start with our colleges. So I think our faculty is great. Our campus is amazing. The food surprisingly is amazing, which is a bonus. I love the mess food. um, yeah, and then our placement seasons kick in. So the entire college is student run. Everything is done by the students. So we have a placement preparation company which helps you in the placements. We of course have our placement committee. Yeah, it's just a great process. Then the companies roll in, interview process all over again.
Yeah, actually, I mean, the initial 4 months is like, I feel like initial 4 months is like where you have your most of the learning, and then after the rest of the months have your remaining. So it's more like 60-40. I mean, if I'm being modest a little bit, 60-40 kind of preparation is there. Like 60% of entire thing, making PPT, being on time, time management, stress management, everything related to management, you learn in that 4 months.
100%.
And after that, you are like, okay, now I can handle.
Onloaded with so many things. You have to manage your studies, you have to manage your room, you have to manage your sleep, your eating. You just have to do everything on your own while preparing for the placement process as well, learning your academics. It's just a lot,
Yes.
but I think the rigor
Yeah.
is something you feel alive in.
Yes, actually, I mean, after your when you got your internship offer, you are like, okay, now I can handle it, because there's a big stress of this placement process. And in first year, I also felt like internship is everything. If you get an internship, that's like I'm done. But then you realize after doing your internship, then you realize, oh, the real game is getting a job here. So that's
Right.
I had to secure a PPO from Deloitte, and then you will have like all chill and all. That's good. And on the part of PPO, actually, I am coming up with another series called a PPO Gyan, in which how to start your internship from the starting, from the day -1 of your internship to getting a PPO. What are the process? What are the steps that are there? How you should go about it? That is being prepared by I'm creating that another web series. I mean, not web series, YouTube series. And I already recorded one episode that was with the GSK Pharma PPO. But the steps that are there, that are going to help you guys a lot, because some of the things that I learned yesterday, I had no idea till yesterday, that that's how you should go about start your internship. So those things are there. So I just edited that video. I hope I will be able to upload the video tomorrow. So
That's
that's
great. It's a great.
gonna help you guys a lot. And now I'll leave that promotion part of my own video, my own video. So on the part of tell us about, if you have now you have entire experience from the starting your journey as a TCS web developer, and now you are in IIM Shillong. So through this entire journey, if you have want to summarize your entire journey, or you want to give us some advice or tips or tricks that you learned so far, you can share with us.
Looking back on my journey, I just like to say that I think it's a very long one. So you need, once you get into it, like be mentally prepared to have the grit and perseverance to just keep going. Some of the tips I would say is one thing which I really made sure I do is, so I had a flow chart. I'm a very visually charged person, so I need to have like timetables, to-do lists, and monitoring my progress. So I had a goal to give 40 marks. Okay, so I had a line graph which like recorded my progress. Okay, so when you
Okay.
see the bar is going up, it keeps you pumped up. And also, one more tip I would say is discipline and consistency is the key. So, one thing I never did was to miss a mock. So if I scheduled a mock for say Sunday, okay, and I have plans with my friends, so I'll not say, okay, I can do it tomorrow as well. If it's a mock on Sunday, you have to give it on Sunday because once you start procrastinating, it's a vicious cycle.
Yes, yes,
It's very,
yes.
very important, especially if you're working. So just be disciplined, be consistent. There will be lows, there will be highs. So that's it for the preparation, discipline, consistency, and analyzing your mocks. Very, very
Yes.
important. Like give mocks, analyze your mocks, and start giving mocks as soon as you can. The first mock I ever gave, I got 40 marks. And the last mock I gave, I got like 103. So
Okay.
journey. Start giving mocks only. Analyze your mocks. On the D day for CAT, I think however much you prepare, it's the game of the day. You will be under a lot
Yes.
of pressure. Again, CAT is 60% preparation, 40% your mind. If you lose it that day, you succumb to the pressure, it'll be gone. So try to prepare your brain as well while you're preparing for the exam. Okay,
Yes.
and for the interviews, I think divide your interview in three parts. One would be HR questions. One would be your CV questions. For example, questions from your, if you're a fresher, make sure you know your subjects well, whatever you did in your UG. If you have work make sure you know everything about the kind of work that you did. Okay, if you have any additional higher any other degrees, just make sure whatever is in your CV you're very well versed with it. And the third part is general knowledge, so all your
Yes.
GK topical questions. That's for the interview. Yeah, be confident. It's a great journey. You'll remember it for life. Do it well.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you have greatly summarized the entire discussion part actually, from the starting to the last one, and each and every uh, step has a stepwise process. So, on the part of interview, divide into three parts. Go with it and see where you lag and try to improve it. And on the part of D-Day, you have to make sure that you are there with the peaceful in your mind, and that's a great advice actually. And thank you, Asi, for joining us. It's 9 p.m. in the night. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much,
Let's
and
actually
thank
wrap
you
up
so
of.
much for this opportunity. If you guys have any question, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or in the comments below. Make sure you follow Anand.
Yeah, and make sure to follow Asi as well. If you guys like this video, feel free to share with your all friends. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Jai Hind.